Does anyone ever need a reason to have a gel printing session? Welcome back, friends. Well, today I do have a reason. I have a very good reason. I am planning a new piece of artwork called I Am Okay. Now, I've done this before. I've done it as a fabric mosaic, 30 inches wide by 60, really, quite large. And it was all done with fabric in little pieces. And took a really long time to do. It was the first of that entire series of paintings. I want to reimagine it in a 12 by 36, similar to the one that I just completed. That was the Hope artwork. So I want to go back to the root of the whole positive thought thing with the I Am Okay painting, and I want to reimagine it with gel prints. So I've done rubber bands before. We've all seen my rubber band videos, I'm sure. If you haven't, I will put a link. This time, previously when I've done them in clusters like this. So there would be like a grouping like this. And that would make a certain kind of paper. That would make a paper similar to this. These are groupings, multiple rubber bands together, like especially this kind. I love that kind of a. But in this case, I'm going to just lay down. I'm going to try something different. And I'm just going to do them. Now these are nice, they're covered in paint, so they're kind of making nice shapes. They're not, maybe don't try this with fresh rubber bands. It might not work, but this is so, crusty with paint that I'm actually able to shape in them a little bit. And I'm going to have, just single rubber bands like this. So that's the plan. And we're going to get a different kind of result. We're still going to pick up with deli paper, and we'll get a pattern, but that's not what I'm actually going for. You'll see, there's a method to my madness here, but this is the plan. So first I'm going to lay down some black paint, golden carbon black. So in this case, I'm reusing some techniques that I've done in the past when I was experimenting. These experiments all are there for a reason, and that is so when I am ready to do something, I can pull from those experiences. And in this particular case, I'm looking for kind of like overall patterns. With like maybe, 2 to 3 colors. And all to create a background on my next collage, my next fabric mosaic collage that I need a background for. And as I always say, I love these deli papers. So the added benefit is I get deli papers like this that I can use in collage. So this is collage paper for sure. And now so I'm going to let this dry because now the next step, I'm going to lay down 3 colors. I have Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold. I still have an, besides this bottle, what's left, I have another bottle. I like hoarded a little bit of this because it was going, being discontinued. But I still have some. I love the transparency. I love the way it mixes with Hansa Yellow and Quinacridone Red. So we're going to put those three colors down, and we're going to pick up with rice paper that's crumpled up. I recently added that to a video and loved the way that one came out. Okay, so here we go. We're going to put some yellow down. I'm going to put some, this is Quinacridone Red, beautiful color. These are all transparent. And then I'm going to mix, oops, a little bit. Just a little bit of it. Then we're going to blend. Okay, next step is to crumple up some paper. Not too much. Just enough. Smooth side down. Now see, the wrinkles, I'm not going to like push it down. I want to get those, that white. I want to leave areas not where the paper's not touching. That's intentional. Now see what is left on the plate? That's the beauty. That's what I'm really going for. But this is also great collage paper. Okay, so now we have two different kinds of collage paper. We have this one, and we have this one. But this is the one that's going to be the winner, and I need to let this dry again. Okay, it's dry. So I really love teal, but this is a little dark for what I'm looking for. So I mixed some teal into a bottle along with titanium white. And this is a slightly lighter version. And because it's fluid acrylics, I was able to mix it easily in here and just shake it up a bit. And you can see it's a very opaque, especially when I added even more titanium white. Okay, we're going to pick this up with some rice paper. And so what I'm thinking of doing is making a bunch this color and then a bunch with more of a lime green background that's also a little lighter than what comes out of the tube. And I did mix that. It's not fluid, so it didn't mix as well. I have no idea, but I could always mix it on the plate. I'm going to give it a try anyway. So that will be my next print. And as you can see, these were multiple layers with a single pull. But because each layer had to have a pull in between, that's why we have multiple other collage papers. But this is This is the result that I'm going for my main collage that I'm going to be doing. Still feeling kind of wet. Okay, let's just see. Yes, that's what I'm going for. Beautiful. It almost looks like wood. I love that. Anyway, so we're going to do another one, and this time we're going to try, instead of teal, we're going to pick it up with the lime green. I think those two colors together on this new painting are going to look good. I don't want to have the entire background the same, so I want to have at least one other color variation. Okay, so again, we're going to start with the black. On this one, I'm trying to make my black layer a little thinner than the last one. And maybe I will have a better result with the rubber bands. I don't know, we'll see. I'm trying to do this fairly quickly because I don't want the paint to dry. And it is fluid, so it does dry fast. So always keep that in mind. Again, I'm picking up with deli paper. This time I'm going for a cleaner black, so I'm carefully going around each rubber band and picking up. I want to get a better imprint than I did the last time. It was a little sloppier. It almost looked like the multiple rubber bands. So I'm going for a cleaner one this time. We'll see. With each one, it gets a little bit better. Just one section right here, I think I want to clean up a little bit more. I want to get it cleaner. This is more what I was looking for. See this little line of the rubber band? That's what I was hoping for. I did not have that on the last one. Okay, we're going to let that dry. That is going to be beautiful. So I think the reason why that happened is I was a lot more intentional about really getting in there and pushing down on the rubber band. Oops, I got one more, missed one. And that allowed for the rubber band to resist in that one area. And so it gave me like a circle within a circle. I think this is going to be fantastic. Look at that. Okay, so let's let this dry before I go and lay down my colors again. Okay, so we are dry. Ooh, too much. I do that all the time when I'm using more than one color. I put too much. Or more than two colors, I should say. crumple up my rice paper. Okay. The collage papers are piling up. Again, beautiful results. Love it. So we're going to just let this dry, and then we're going to try this with it. Hopefully it will be as nice as the other color. All right, so now that is dry. I'm going to peek in here and see how mixed this is. It looks like it's pretty mixed. Try to be careful not to put too much. So what I mixed here was Amsterdam paint. I think it was Amsterdam. Here, I'll grab it in a second while we're waiting for this one to pick up. So this is a beautiful yellowish green from Amsterdam, and I mixed it with fluid titanium white. And then I had, because this is thicker, creamy, but thicker, I had to add a little bit of water to sort of have it match the consistency. And you could see from the bottle, it still didn't mix completely, but it looked pretty mixed when I spread it down. I'm considering adding a tiny bit of Payne's Gray to this bottle, just to sort of tone this brightness down a little bit. I don't know, maybe not for this painting, but to just have that color on hand, I think would be beautiful. Yes. Yes, that is going to pair nicely with this. I'll probably use this a little more sparingly, but I love this. Here it looks more like, because I had too much paint, maybe I should do too much paint, because this had that wood-like look to it, almost like the paint was peeling off and exposing wood. That's kind of interesting. But here it was a little more blended. I like both. I definitely like the defined rubber bands. I'm going to do a couple more of these. You could stick around if you want. Play some music in the background and you can watch. I wish they all look like that. That's my favorite. I like that look over this look. But you know, you can never do two the same. They come out different every time. But I think it was because I really intentionally picked up everything around the rubber band, that it gave me this interesting double, triple line sometimes. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so here's all the papers that I made. There's this one. I love that wood-like texture. This is that last one I just did. I like that as well. This one's a little grungier, but also very beautiful. I like that one. I like all of them. This one's a little bit more interesting than this one. Some things didn't pick up over here, or a lot of the black picked up on the tissue paper. I mean, this isn't tissue paper. This is also rice paper. But on this crumpled rice paper layer, I think it picked up a lot of that. Kind of left an interesting composition where this is more overall. I do like the strong red where it didn't mix as well. Anyway, I also love these papers. We've got this one, this one, this one, some of them like various shades, and I might actually take strips of this and incorporate it with this. It's all going to go together, but I think smaller strips with the white and the black, and then these colors in between where you just see a tiny piece of it. I think that would be really nice. Now, of course, we've got to talk about, you know, I'm gonna put this here so we can really see these fabulous papers. Now this one picked up some paint that was on the plate, which is fine because it's fantastic. Now, why I like the Deli paper, because when I use it in collage, that is all going to disappear and you're going to see that color from underneath through. So we've got that one. We have this one. They're all beautiful. This one's a little more uniform. And this one has a little rough around the edges. I kind of like that. So in my opinion, this was a very successful session. Not everyone is this successful, but I've got my papers now ready for my collage, and I probably will next week I will be able to start preparing my board and getting my thoughts about I Am Okay down on paper so that I can print some fabric mosaic and we can get going on this. Anyway, these take a lot of planning, and this the fact that this part is done is really a relief for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit more of the same, but sometimes that reinforces the learning. So I hope that you got something out of it. And don't forget, create, inspire, and share. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.